Boy band members allege abuse, exploitation, and disturbing documentary. More after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we have a boy group by the name of Menudo. Some of the members in their group alleged that they were being raped. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. It'll bring more awesome and new people over similar to yourself. Our normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. Before Ricky Martin was living La Vida Loca, members of his former boy band Menudo, one of the biggest Latin groups of all time, were living a nightmare. In the new documentary, Angelo Garcia, who joined Menudo just after he had turned 11, said that he was raped during his 1988 through 1990 stint with the quintet. He details a sexual assault which he said took place in his hotel room after he was given alcohol by an undisclosed man. In the documentary, Menudo Forever Young, a 4-part docuseries that premieres on HBO Max starting this Thursday. All I remember is that let me start from the top. All I remember was that I passed out. When I woke up, I was naked and I was bleeding. So I knew I had been penetrated. Garcia said in the documentary, I had these burn marks on my face from the rug. I was very confused and I didn't understand. That wasn't the only time. Garcia said that he was molested during his tenure with the group. During my time in Menudo, I was raped a series of times, and that was the way that predators would take advantage of me, he said in the documentary. Other members of the Menudo, which featured 32 different boys during his initial 20-year run, also claimed they endured sexual abuse, as well as bullying, drug scandals, and oppressive working conditions in Forever Young. Such negligence and exploitation, they said, took place while they worked for the boys' band's mastermind, Edgardo Díaz, who is described as their manager, producer, and father surrogate. Díaz, who did not respond to requests for an interview or comment on the allegations of this documentary, has always denied any abuse and any wrongdoing in his management of the group. We were pawns of his business, said Ray Acevedo, who was in Menudo from 1985 to 1988. Forever Young recounts how Díaz's brainchild, Menudo, was born in Puerto Rico in 1977. Díaz adopted the Fountain of Youth strategy for the group, where members would be replaced once they turned 16. Parents of the boys, many of them poor, would sign over much of their parental authority to the manager. After first exploding in Venezuela and going on to cause Spanish Beatlemania in the U.S., Menudo found its most famous member, Martin, in 1984. Ricky, from the beginning, was like the golden child. But Martin, who was not interviewed in the documentary, didn't make life so easy for other members, according to Sergio Blas, who was in Menudo from 1986 to 1990. To be with Ricky was brutal because he had seniority over me, Blas said. So if someone knocked on the door, I had to open it. If the phone rang, I had to pick it up. I was like his housewife. Representatives for Martin did not respond to the Post request for comment. Instead, there was plenty of bullying in Menudo. Acevedo even recalled being held over a balcony by another member and hazing of new guys. Without getting proper supervision or even security, the boys were also exposed to drugs, including marijuana and cocaine. And it goes on a little further to go a little bit of details, of the docuseries. But we're going to stop there because what I want to talk about is how what this gentleman is saying in the docuseries is actually true. Now, I wasn't there, but I hear enough people talk about it, scream about it. And, with my knowledge of what the music industry gives, I totally believe that. Now, if you're not aware, the music industry is a wonderful industry where you can make plenty of, a lot of money, you get a lot of fame, you do a lot of things, and, you get ahead, you got plenty of money and girls, and, if you're a guy, if you're a chick, plenty of guys want to be with you. So, I mean, it's an awesome, scenario on the surface. Once you get behind the scenes and see what goes into it, it's a little bit different of a story. The fact that he said he was raped and then he woke up bloody lets me know that this has been going on for years and years and years. And I promise you, a lot of these boy groups may have taken the oath of silence. They're not going to say anything. But some, they might have, like this gentleman, Angelo Garcia, he came out and he basically told his account. And the music industry is very, very evil on the inside. You hear a lot of artists, when they come out and they're done with music, they have so many complaints about what's going on in the music industry. So many people talk about it. Okay, you hear about the things that I'm not sure if you're familiar with a gentleman by the name of R. Kelly. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. Depending on who's watching. But R. Kelly preyed on young people. They also said, our beloved Will Smith, had a hotel, not really a hotel, but a house where they would have new actors come in, young boys, take them down there, and kind of, introduce them their way and bring them in. All of them had to go through it. You know what I'm saying? You got Usher that had to go through it. All these musical artists that had to go through it. Michael Jackson, all the big boys, you know what I'm saying? So they all had to go through it. And, you go through it, you get through it. They give you the fame, they give you the money, they give you the girls, they give you everything. What happens behind the scenes, you don't tell nobody. And if you say something, it's going to be your you-know-what. We're getting you out of there quick, okay? No one needs to know what we do here, okay? Because it's a secret society, okay? And if you choose to say something, then it's going to be an issue. So, with this gentleman coming out saying what he's saying, it kind of sheds a light on how things were going on back in, in those days. All we know is, as normal, civilians, we sitting here, we watching the music, we got our favorite rapper, we got our favorite singer, we got our favorite artists, our movie stars or whatever like that. We love them. They just so wonderful and great. And they are good at what they do. I'm not taking anything away from them. You know what I'm saying? But what they have to do is, yes, they do have talent. But if you want to be in my industry, you want to be in my club, basically what you got to do is what I tell you to do and how I tell you to do it. Drugs is always around because they want you to kind of forget what just happened to you, you know what I'm saying? And that person was drugged up. They ain't know. They was, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of weird things going on in the music industry. I have family members, I have friends that's in the music industry. And, they haven't told me anything. I don't think they've been approached. Possibly, they might have been approached and they was like, nah, we ain't going that direction. I'm doing my own thing. And they give you the option. You want that option? A lot of times when you get a group, they try to break the group up and get someone as an individual and then push you out there and then they can control you on how you do it. Too many minds thinking, oh, I don't think we want to do. No. Why don't you just, don't worry about them. You go do your thing. They ain't no good anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you hear it all the time, but I mean, it is what it is. If you're an aspiring artist, movie star, actress, or whatever, I'm not trying to deter you from going into the industry. I'm just trying to shed some light on what's going on, okay? Have I been an artist? Was I in those closed doors? No, but I've heard enough people say, you got to do some strange things to get those parts and do what you need to do. They want to turn men, heterosexual men, into homosexual men. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with the women. You know what I'm saying? So be extra careful about what you do and how you do it. If you choose to go on that road, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful. You know what I'm saying? If you choose not to go down that road, God bless you. Be careful and do, watch what you do. But, it's a crazy, crazy industry. And it sheds some light on Menudo, because you're looking back and you're like, wow, okay. As a kid, I'm seeing them, doing what they're doing and, You know, it's like, wow, okay, these guys are really getting it done. And in case you're not familiar with some of their famous songs, some of their top songs are, you know, Hold Me, that came out, you know, back in the early, was it the early no, I want to say it was in the 90s. I want to say, a lot of these songs came out in the late 80s, early 90s. What was it? Like a Cannibal. Please Be Good to Me, you know. So, I mean, just to name a few. Obviously, we know about Ricky Martin and Livin La Vida Loca. Livin La Vida Loca. Okay, I promise I won't do that again. I can't sing and I'm terrible. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm going to cut the video there because I'm losing my mind. But at any rate, if you like what you heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. It'll bring more people, more awesome people, more wonderful people over, similar to yourself. And check me out on my social media posts, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I love every single one of y'all. I need you to be extra, extra careful. And I will see you on the next episode. Peace.